on the subject matter for the day, man. Hopefully, y'all got about 45 minutes to an hour to chop it up with the kid, man. I want to just let y'all know some things today, man. So hopefully, y'all having a powerful Wednesday, man. But I got to get some things off my chest, man. Point out the hypocrisy that I'm noticing in a lot of people, man. So I hope y'all got about 45 minutes because I'm going to let y'all know some things, man. I'll probably hurt some feelings with this one, but it is what it is. Y'all know I don't really care about these mainstream folk like that, so I don't mind mentioning them. I don't mind talking about them. I don't mind calling them puppets. I don't mind calling them anything. So it is what it is, man. If you feel offended because I talked about your favorite celebrity or your favorite artist or whatever the case may be, it is what it is. Miss Naya, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Magic, Montel, peace. What's happening? What's the word? Yeah, we gonna talk about some things that I'm noticing, man. Trust me. I notice, I observe, I analyze, I examine, I pay attention to some things, man. And y'all foul out here. Y'all foul out here when it comes to these celebrities, man. Y'all foul. Y'all pick and choose. Y'all be picking and choosing, man, when it comes to these celebrities. Y'all be picking and choosing, boy. Y'all so wishy-washy with y'all stances and things like that. It's crazy out here. I've been seeing it. Best believe I've been seeing it. TZ, what's happening? Montel, man, everything is cool, man. Everything is good. I've been seeing the wishy-washy perspectives. I've been seeing it, man. The wishy-washy energy, man, I've been paying attention to it. And it gets exposed when it comes to celebrity gossip. When these celebrities start doing certain things. These little puppets, man. When these puppets break the news, y'all start getting exposed, man. Y'all start getting exposed big time. I don't want to dive into it yet. I don't want people to miss the important pieces of this conversation. So I'm gonna give some people some more time to tap in. But man, I gotta talk to y'all, man. I gotta talk to y'all because y'all confusing me out here. Y'all confusing me. Sun Goddess, peace, what's happening? Y'all confusing me big time. I don't know where some of y'all stand. Sometimes y'all say one thing, but then when y'all favorite celebrity do something, now the whole perspective shifts. So you didn't like something a week ago, but then your favorite celebrity come out and push it, and now you fool with it. Now you fool with that point of view. Now you fool with that way of life. Like, nah, we don't have time for that. What do you stand for, man? What do you stand on? Make up your mind. Quit letting these celebrities make up your mind for you. They not making up their own mind. They got a battery in their back. They got people. They got ghostwriters. They got people telling them what to say. They got PR representatives. They got people telling them what to say, man. So they got people telling them what to say and telling them what to do. So y'all think some of these celebrities out here just acting freely, and they not, man. People are telling them and coaching them on what to do. It's just a fact, man. Come on now. Y'all know better than that. Y'all know better than that, man. And y'all fall victim to it every time. Every time. Boom, what's happening? I've been talking about this for a minute. It's one thing to fool with somebody as far as like maybe music, movies, television shows and things like that. But man, what we not finna do is worship any of them. That's what we not gonna do. If you like somebody music, cool. But man, don't worship the ground they walk on and act like they can't do any wrong. That's when we gonna have a problem. That's when we gonna have a big problem. Lindell, peace, what's happening? That's when we gonna have a big problem. And that's what, man, look, they got books falling. But that's what people on. Worshiping the ground these puppets walk on, man, acting like they can't do any wrong out here and they can't say anything wrong. Man, stop playing with me. When your favorite rapper, when your favorite actress, actor, when they do something that's foul, call them out. Call them out. Hey, Tupac, my favorite man, but he did some things that I didn't necessarily agree with, and I'm gonna call it out. I ain't gonna act like everything he did was righteous and right and exact. When he came on over to death row, that corrupted that man. He started acting in a way that I wasn't necessarily too fond of. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. When he was on the stage in the beginning of his career with the Digital Underground, humping some things on stage, I don't fool with that. I ain't doing nothing like that. I don't condone that. You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not finna act like everything this dude did was cool, right, and exact, and he can't do no wrong. Yes, you can do wrong. But a lot of people act like their favorite celebrities cannot do any wrong, and that's weird. You don't know these people. Half of these cats don't even care about you in real life. If you try to take a picture with them in real life, they gonna reject you. You know, so half of them ain't as cool as you think. You know. So stop, man. Stop with all the worshiping, man. Worshiping the puppet, man. Don't have a mind of their own. Once they fulfill their whole purpose in regards to the agenda that these folks have for them, they throw them out. Get rid of them. Discard them. Get rid of them. Y'all done seen it. Y'all done seen some of these celebrities. Y'all done seen some of them serve their purpose, and then next thing you know, downhill from there. What happened to such and such? Where are they now? Y'all done seen that? They was on top of the world for a little second, and then next thing you know, they all strung out on drugs, all type of stuff, man. Served their purpose. Made this record label all of this money. You know what I'm saying? Made them all this money. Now they don't have any use for them. So, all right, cool. Now they destroyed. Strung out on drugs, addicted to all type of drugs, man. They mental health, facing depression, suicidal thoughts, all this type of stuff, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. This real life. Like, this is real life. Some of your favorite celebrities, you saw them at the top of their game. Next thing you know, boom, where are they now? You searching for them. And then when you find them, they bad off out here. Come on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But let me just dive into it, man. Let me talk about some things that I have noticed, I have observed in regards to the black community when it comes to these celebrities. One of the first things that I have found funny, one thing I have found terribly funny. It's ridiculous. And this, now I'm finna have to talk to my brothers on this one. Because y'all, this is weird, right? So we're gonna bring up two separate situations that have just recently transpired. And y'all responses to these two separate situations and why I find it weird. All right, you got the Boston Celtic head coach. Gets caught creeping around on Nia Long. Bow. With this ugly white shit, right? And y'all, the first thing y'all are talking about, first thing y'all start doing was dragging Nia Long. She old, washed up. Probably got him a pretty young thing, woo woo. And then dudes was like, y'all don't know what type of woman Nia Long is. She could have been annoying. She could have been this, that, and the third. That's what y'all was saying. Y'all was telling me that we don't know what type of person Nia Long is. That's what y'all were telling me. Now, the other situation. You got the situation with 50 Cent and his son. I know y'all see this situation. Now, all of a sudden, the same people that just said we don't know how Nia Long is as a person, these same dudes are going to bat for 50 Cent, making it seem like 50 Cent is the father of the year. Like y'all know this man. That's weird to me. That is, y'all are weird. That's weird. That's some weirdo energy. I don't understand that. Keep the same energy as these chicks say. Y'all telling me we don't know what type of woman Nia Long is. Nia Long could be a trash individual. Although we have no records of her being that, but that's what y'all were telling me. Then 50 Cent got this situation with his son, and now y'all quick to jump up and act like y'all know this man personally. Y'all going to bat for 50 like y'all know this man personally, like 50 Cent ain't the pettiest person on the planet. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. 50 Cent is dealing with karma. You know what I'm saying? His son is a reflection. Listen, his son is partially a reflection of him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you cannot see your father at any point in your life. But one thing you can't do is dodge DNA. So you still gonna have, you still gonna have elements of your father within your DNA. So you still gonna possess characteristic traits and personality traits from your father, even though you haven't seen them, due to DNA. But y'all was going to bat. Y'all going to bat for Buddy. But y'all was quick to bash Nia Long. That's weird to me. What's up with that? Oh, y'all don't know what type of woman Nia Long is. All right, cool, we don't. You right. But y'all don't know what type of dude 50 Cent is. Oh, he been trying to get in. Come on, man. Y'all was hitting me with some garbage responses to both situations. Garbage responses. And this ain't coming from no 50 Cent hater. I didn't rock with 50 Cent for a minute and read, got both his books, The 50th Law, Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter, got all the books. So I'm familiar with dude. Been following his career for a minute. But I'm not about to sit and act like I know this dude personally. And a lot of times people do things to make themselves appear good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what type of father 50 Cent is. I have no idea. So I'm not about to act like I know. Especially when I'm about to sit around and talk about Nia Long like I know what type of woman she is. So dudes out here, that's weird energy. Again, the hypocrisy. Y'all pick and choose. Y'all don't know what type of person Nia Long is. Justifying her getting cheated on. Y'all justified that. And now this situation with 50 Cent and his son, now y'all all in y'all feelings. Now y'all all upset. Y'all upset. So y'all drug her through the mud. And this is the weird part about it. The Nia Long situation, y'all drug her through the mud and she didn't even do anything, fam. She didn't even do nothing. She was just a part of the situation, like innocent bystander. And y'all drug her through the mud like y'all talk bad about her for no reason. She ain't even do anything. This 50 Cent situation, y'all going hard for 50. Y'all going hard for 50. This is funny. It's hilarious. Like I said, it's karma. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these two parties decided to lay down and have a child. He decided to have a child with a messed up chick, and he probably was messed up at that same exact time. You know what I'm saying? So the child was born into a chaotic situation. And they tell you, and this is another dumb thing. I'm getting tired of y'all telling me, oh, his son is an adult now, so he should stop acting like that. Listen, I done forgot the exact percentage, right? But they tell you it's a large percentage. It's a very large percentage. I forgot the exact number, so I'm not even going to quote a number. But a large percentage of how you turn out as an adult, it's a very large percentage in regards to it revolving around your upbringing. So a large portion of how you turn out as an adult has everything to do with your upbringing as a child. So 9 times out of 10, if you have a messed up adult, they had a messed up upbringing. Mugs don't just turn 20, 21, 25 and then flip a switch and then turn into an adult. Don't work like that. That's not how the game goes. If that's how the game went, then everything could be different. Percy, my brother, peace, what's happening? Things would be different. If when you hit a certain age, you could flip a switch and say, all right, man, now we an adult now. We gonna start acting like an adult. If we was able to flip a switch, the world would be different. That is not how it goes. So for the fact that y'all sitting here telling me that, oh, this dude 25, 20, however old little homie is, oh, he needs to stop acting like that. Man, I told somebody, I said, listen, you got 40-year-olds right now that can't stop eating McDonald's, all because that's how they was raised on McDonald's. So y'all sitting there telling me that this dude's supposed to automatically shift his mentality because he's 25, when you got 45-year-olds that can't stop eating McDonald's because they was raised on it. You got 45-year-olds that can't put down a honey bun because they was raised on it. You got 45-year-olds that can't stop eating Burger King because they was raised on it. But y'all expect this little homie at 25 to automatically forget all of the trauma that he went through and then start acting like an adult, whatever that means. CEO, what's happening? Divine, peace, what's happening? That's weirdo energy. You know what I'm saying? That's weirdo energy I'm getting from y'all. When some of y'all right now can't put down those toxic foods because of your upbringing, because you was raised on those foods. But y'all at 25, he's supposed to forget everything that he went through in regards to his upbringing and how corrupt it may have been, and just supposed to be acting differently now because he's a certain age. Come on now. Y'all ain't making any sense out here, man. Y'all are not making any sense out here. Y'all be sounding confused. Goddess Isis, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, right? I'm trying to tell you. Because in regards to this 50 Cent situation, and one thing people got to understand about me, I'm not about a side. I'm not choosing a side. I never choose a side. What I do is I look at all sides. And I look at the pros and cons on every side. So I'm never choosing a side. So never get it twisted. Because everybody plays a role in a situation. So even with the 50 Cent situation, man, like, again, we got them choosing to come together, participate in an act that will lead to the birth of a child. Boom. And once that happens, now we have decisions that have to be made for the greater good of the child. If the decisions that we make don't revolve around the greater good of the child, then we are selfish at that point and we are making mistakes. And both parties, 50 Cent and the moms, did these things. They made decisions that were not in the betterment of the child. 50 Cent admitted it in the book. So they both committed errors. You know what I'm saying? They both made bad decisions. And we got to understand, if a child is born in a toxic environment, why do we expect for them to all of a sudden be able to flip a switch and become non-toxic? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And then for the people that saying, oh, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the mother corrupted him and turned him against 50. Rightfully so, but still, that's not his fault. See, the problem is we start blaming the child. How can you blame the child, fam? I know I got situations like this in my own family, personally. One thing we never did and never do is blame the child. We look at the adults in the situation. We look at the adults in the situation. We look at the parents in the situation. Again, I got situations like this in my personal life, like close relatives, man. You know, siblings in my personal life. And one thing we will never do is blame the children. They didn't actually be born in this type of environment. They didn't. Steve, Dread, God is peace. What's happening? They didn't actually be born. They didn't actually be born in this particular type of environment. So they was born in this environment, and the adults didn't clean themselves up. And now this is the result. You can call it karma. You can call it cause and effect. You can call it whatever you want to call it. But we have universal laws that break all of this down. So if you have a child in a toxic environment and y'all are not striving to become better individuals, or if you got one side that has a little more power than the other and they planting seeds in the baby's mind, that baby is going to turn out very corrupted and very toxic. And they not just going to be able to change overnight with the flip of a switch. It don't happen like that. So when you got a 25-year-old that's spazzing out, that's the result of being corrupted as a child. That's just what it is. That's just what it is, man. Like Goddess Isis said, man, you might need therapy for the rest of your life to get over some of these traumatic events that you done went through, man. It's some people that seen some very traumatic things at a young age. At a very young age, man. They done went through some very traumatic experiences at young ages. They get 25. I'm telling you, at 25, you haven't mastered how to live with these traumatic experiences. At 25, you are very far from that. You still a young bull at 25. You have not mastered your emotions. You have not learned how to master your emotions at 25. The average 25-year-old don't know anything about mastering emotions, dealing with trauma. Come on now. What are we on? I know where my mind was at 25. I was definitely still a work in progress, man. I definitely was still clinging on to things that happened to me when I was a youngin'. And I didn't know how to process it and deal with it. Come on, fam. Y'all have been 25 before? Come on, stop playing, man. Now, let me move on from that particular situation. Because I want to talk about y'all favorite guy. I want to talk about y'all favorite guy. I know this is y'all favorite guy. Y'all know where I stand with him. Again, you could be a fan of his music. No problem. But this is y'all favorite guy. And I'm about to point out some hypocrisy here. And y'all ain't going to like it. Y'all favorite guy, y'all know who it is. Kanye. That's y'all guy. And I know that's y'all guy. It's not my guy. I can't stand that man. Never been a fan of him. Y'all know how you got a situation where you just never been fond of somebody just off of sheer like energy. It was just something about him. Like initially it was just something about a person. And you was like, man, I just never rock with this person. And you couldn't put your finger on why. It's like your initial encounter with that person, you just felt something was off. That's how I always felt about Kanye. I'm like, man, something don't feel right about this dude, his vibe. I could never get into his music. I could never tap in with dude because I always felt like something was off. That's my personal experience with him. Again, if you rock with him, hey, I ain't knocking you. You can rock with his music, love his music. I'm giving y'all my personal spiel on dude and why I've never rocked with him. Because it was something initially, man, when he first came into the game, man, it's just something about the dude never sat right with me. Something about the vibe that I got from dude. I was like, nah, this ain't my type of dude to like listen to. I can't rock with him. I got a few artists like that. I got a few artists where it was like I just could never get with him. Jay-Z is another one. I could never get with the dude. No matter how many times I try to listen to the music, it's something about the dude. It's something about the vibe that I get from the dudes that I'm like, nah, I can't rock with it. I don't even feel right. I don't feel right rocking with dudes, man. Like I'm that person. Like I gotta have a certain feel for the artist that I'm listening to. If I don't feel you, if the vibe ain't right, man, I'm just not gonna listen to you. The music could be dope or whatever the case may be, but I'm just not gonna listen to you because I don't feel right while I'm listening to you. I got a few artists like that. That's the way that I tap into music. A lot of artists that I listen to, I feel them. I ain't never been that way. Like I've never felt Kanye. I've never resonated with Kanye. I always just felt like something wasn't right with dude. Like I said, I got a few artists like that, man. Kanye and Jay-Z at the top of that, though. Diddy is another one. I cannot stand these dudes. And it's like it's something in me that's just like, man, these dudes ain't right. But let me point out the hypocrisy, though. Kanye be doing what he doing. Cool. I understand what he's doing. I already know. Like I told y'all, he's the black version of Donald Trump in regards to, you know what I'm saying, marketing. Things like that. So, dude is an attention whore. Let's not get it twisted. Dude loves attention. Again, let's not get it twisted. We got to understand, we got to be able to call things out. We got to be able to call things out. When I say we too quick to call Kanye a genius, I'm not saying that in regards to saying the dude is dumb. I'm not saying that to say dude is not a genius. I'm just saying everything that he does is not of genius caliber. This dude likes to be the center of attention. Just like a lot of these celebrities, fam. They cannot stand when they not in the news. They can't stand when people are not talking about them. I know some of these folks. You know what I'm saying? They like to be at the center of attention. So it's like, ooh, I got to find a way to get the people to talk about me. A lot of that is just that, right? But this is the hypocrisy. People be like, oh, Kanye can go do anything. I mean, Kanye can go out in public and sneeze on a person, and they gonna be like, that's genius, because he got everybody to talk about it. Oh, he's a genius. He went out and sneezed on a person in public. He knew people was gonna talk about it. He knew people was gonna pull out the phones and film it. He's a genius. When somebody else does the same things that Kanye does, and I have seen y'all in action do this. When somebody else does the same thing, this is what y'all say. Instead of labeling these dudes as geniuses, this is what y'all say. Y'all say, oh, they must be broke. They clout chasing. These are the top two things that y'all say about people that do the same things Kanye do. When the game dissed Eminem, y'all said the dude must need money. Y'all say dude must be broke. Y'all say he clout chasing. When he came at y'all white savior Eminem. When Game dissed dude, and I rock with Game, I don't rock with that diss. That was like the worst diss he ever did. I rock with it. I can rock with his music for the most part, but that diss was kind of whack. I was let down, but still. When he did that, y'all called this dude broke, say he must need some money, and y'all said he was clout chasing. That's what y'all said. That's what I saw. Y'all talk bad about this man. Y'all didn't say, oh, he's a genius. He talked about Eminem because he knew that this was going to generate some attention, which could potentially lead to some album streams. Y'all called that man a clout chaser. Y'all said that this man must be broke. And y'all done did this for a lot of people. Y'all done did this for a lot of people. Y'all done did this for a lot of entertainers that y'all don't like. Keep the same, as they say, keep the same energy. All of these entertainers are doing the same thing, man. When they do something outlandish, they are doing it for a publicity stunt. They all doing that. They got PR teams. They got people telling them, hey, man, we need to make a splash. We got this album coming out, man. We need to do something drastic to get the people to talk about us. That's what all of this stuff is. But Y'all pick and choose. Y'all pick and choose when y'all want to say such and such is a genius or such and such is clout chasing. What does it mean to clout chase then? Y'all gonna have to break this down to me. Because again, it seems like when some of y'all favorite folks do it, y'all say they're a genius or it's marketing. But then when folks y'all don't like do it, now they clout chasing. So I'm gonna have to y'all gonna have to give me a thorough breakdown of some clout chasing. Y'all gonna have to give me a thorough breakdown of what clout chasing is, and then y'all gonna have to explain to me how y'all favorite celebrities are not clout chasing when they do things for attention. Y'all gonna have to break this down. Y'all gonna have to break down what clout chasing is. Y'all gonna have to break it down for me, man. Y'all gonna have to break down what it means to do something because you're broke, when y'all don't have no evidence of these people being broke, and y'all gonna have to break down what it means to be a genius in marketing. Come on. Y'all gonna have to break it down to me. Shane and Peach, what's happening? And that, oh, Lindell, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that, Lindell. I'm glad you brought up when the dude said slavery was a choice. I'm so glad you said that. And I'm so glad you brought that up. Because that's another part of the hypocrisy. Another part of the hypocrisy. Now, I don't know if you all seen Willie D and what he said. Willie D, he hit y'all with an experiment. Y'all don't be hip. But me coming from a marketing background, I be hip. Willie D hit y'all with a social experiment. And y'all fell for it. Y'all fell for it. Willie D got up on this joint and said, what did he say? He was talking about the way Kanye moms died. Basically saying Kanye moms died because she didn't want to be responsible for raising the nut. Something like that. Okay, boom. Low blow. Foul. Dude ain't had to say that. It's a social experiment, though. So I'm taking my emotions out of it. I know what Willie D is doing. So everybody bashing Willie D. Okay, cool. Oh, man, you ain't got to bring his moms into it. Woo, woo. Why you got to talk about the man's mom? Woo, woo. Okay, I understand that. I get it. Again, take your emotions out of it, though. Kanye, what? So, what was Kanye doing to your ancestors when he said slavery was a choice? Y'all done said Willie D, that's low. That's low. That's low. It's a low blow. And Dread Mike, and people don't even understand bankruptcy for real, like on the for real. You know, to be honest with you, they don't understand that. And they done still said it for people that ain't filed bankruptcy, for sure. But they don't even understand that situation. But nah, like y'all came at Willie D. Rightfully so, though. He ain't had to bring the dude moms into it. But what are you doing to your what is he doing? What was Kanye doing to your ancestors when he said slavery was a choice? And y'all was sitting here trying to make it seem like that made sense. And it did not. Y'all was riding with that. Y'all was riding with that like it made sense. And it did not, and it doesn't. You ain't finna disrespect the ancestors like that. We ain't finna do that. But that's what he did, though, and y'all was cool with it. Y'all was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Some of the ways our ancestors got, man, listen. And I did a stream about that. I broke that down in regards to why saying it was a choice was just ignorant. When I find a stream, I'll repost it. But I did a stream breaking that down from a psychological standpoint. And anybody that agreed with it, I was like, nah, you foolish and you ignorant and you got to study psychology a little bit more. But when he said that, was that not disrespectful to all the ancestors that we done lost? Was it not? But y'all called that man a genius. Y'all justified it. I remember this. Man. I participated in some conversations regarding this particular subject matter. And I was disgusted that I even had to have these conversations. But Willie D did an experiment on y'all, man. He did an experiment. He did an experiment. I already was hip. I was already hip. TZ, exactly. It's like choosing a presidential candidate. You know what I'm saying? It's the illusion of choice. I'm going to give you two candidates and say you had a choice. Nah, I only had a choice between the given candidates. Y'all gave me how you want to die. Via this shotgun or via this knife to the heart. You know what I'm saying? Like that's an illusion. That's an illusion. I'm controlling the decision-making process by giving you the options and saying you got a choice. No, you only got a choice within the confines of the options that I have given you. It's an illusion, man. It's an illusion. It is an illusion, fam. It's an illusion. You know what I'm saying? But when dude came out, oh, it's a choice, y'all was like, ooh. Ooh. And I'm having to argue with people. Like, I'm straight having to argue with people. I couldn't believe it. I was having to argue with people that I know didn't have that perception or perspective a year before he said it. I was having to argue with him. I was having to argue with these same individuals. Antoinette Peach, what's happening? Brian, what's happening? I was having to have conversations with these same exact people that was actually in agreement with me the year before in regards to I wasn't saying it was a choice. It's a little deeper than that. It ain't that black and white to say, oh, it was a choice. It wasn't that black or white. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that black or white, fam. It's not. It's not that black and white. And anybody that makes it appear as if it's that black and white, we have a problem. But I seen some of y'all fans act like that stuff made sense and y'all was defending it to the point where y'all was sounding just as bad as dude. Y'all got to stop falling for the celebrity worship, man. I'm able to tell if I listen to a dude music, he just a trash person. I'm able to be like, yep, dude trash, dude garbage as a person. But he got certain elements to his music that I could probably rock with. You know what I'm saying? I got a few people like that. That is just like, man, yeah, I don't rock with them as a person, but I can rock with the music. Some people, it's like I can't rock with them as a person, nor can I rock with their music. You know, for the most part, I keep it conscious. You know what I'm saying? Like 90%, 95% of the time, I'm going to keep it conscious. I'm going to keep it underground. People that you have barely heard about, for the most part. Like, that's how I'm going to rock for the most part, you know, in regards to my music selection and whatnot. Then I might tap into some jazz, some blues, and, you know, some things like that. You know, that's how I be rocking nowadays. Because I ain't into the celebrity worship, man. I ain't into it. I'm here to call these celebrities out. I'm here to call these frauds out. I'm here to call these puppets out. Because that's all they are. That's all that they have ever been. $1 million, $1 billion slaves. Y'all be fascinated with the amount of money that they done made. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me, man. The type of deals that they done cut. You know what I'm saying? The type of deals they done cut. The people they done ripped off. The oaths they done made. Come on, man. This is really real. It's really real. This ain't no spookism, man. It's really real. I done had folks tell me back when I did the music. I done had folks tell me, yep, nah, you can't be rapping about that if you trying to get to level X, Y, and Z. One of the reasons why I stopped fooling with it, man. I'm like, man, I ain't got time for these politics, man. I ain't finna deal with none of that. Man, you got this image, man, but you got to change your message. It's real life conversations, man. You got to change your message, man. You can't be making songs like that, man. I'm going to need for you to rap about this. I'm going to need for you to rap about that. If you want us to push you. You know what I'm saying? You got the image, but the message, nah. We can't rock with that. We can't have you talking about that. They not going to like that. So a lot of these dudes out here, man, they rapping and saying what they are allowed to rap about and speak about. That's it. If they rap about anything else, if they say something about anything else, they gonna hit them with what the chick hit LeBron with. Shut up and dribble. Shut up and rap. We gonna remove you from this deal. We gonna take away these funds. We gonna close these doors on you. Stop playing. That's why I don't rock with people like Diddy and them, man. Diddy and them, they're frauds, man. Like just some wicked dudes, man. Wicked dudes, man. Reflection of these white folk, man. That's all Diddy is. Diddy, that type of dude, man. He gonna rip you off, and then he gonna try to prevent you from elevating after he done ripped you off. Like, yeah, man, I'm going to use you. I'm going to make all this money off of you. I'm going to rip you off. And then when I'm done with you, I'm going to prevent all the other people from working with you that I know. I'm going to use my contacts to prevent you from making any power moves. Like, that's the type of dude he on. Jay-Z, the same type of dude. Jay-Z, the same type of dude. Boy, back in the day, don't let Jay-Z feel like you was a threat. Like, lyrically and musically. Oh, nah, we can't put this out. We can't have this dude putting that music out. He might outshine me. Dude's lame out here, man. Dude's lame out here. They own that. They own those snake vibes. They own them snake vibes, man. I don't fool with people like that, man. I don't rock with individuals like that, you know? Like, at all. And you got a lot of these dudes that's cut from that type of cloth. Percy, 100%, man. You already know. Very traumatic experience, man. I mean, just place yourself in that position, man. Antonio, peace, what's happening? Chris, for sure. So I don't fool. I ain't afraid to talk about these mainstream folk, man. I don't care about none of them. Care about any of them for real. I ain't afraid to talk about them. We ain't afraid to put them on blast. I ain't afraid to call out that nonsense that they on. And y'all be trying to make it seem like these dudes be having some straight genius rhetoric behind everything that they do, when half the time that's not really what it is. Like, for real. Like, for real, man. Straight up, man. These dudes out here, man, they just as brainwashed as what we call the 85. These dudes just as brainwashed. It's like when you study Freemasonry, you know, and they tell you, you know, a lot of the regular Masons that you know, like when you step outside and you come across a dude that's a Mason, a lot of the regular Masons, they don't really know anything about, like, they don't know what's going on a higher levels of Masonry. They don't know. They blind. They blind to it. So if somebody can come up to you and tell them, hey, I'm a Mason, that don't mean they know anything about Masonry. They don't know. That don't mean they know anything about the history of Freemasons and what they doing and what they got going on. Man, they be just as in the dark about Masonry as we do, in regards to the inner workings of it all, you know, and what goes on, you know, at the executive level of Masonry. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's like that. These entertainers be on that type of vibe. They be just as brainwashed as us. Pisces the king for sure. Lindell, man, exactly, man. Don't even get me started on that, man. Don't even get me started on that. I'll never forget when I just made a post, man, and some chick was coming at me talking about, he just capitalized. What I don't know what she said, so I'm gonna have to paraphrase it, man. But she was just like, man, I don't be trying to remember nonsense like that, man. But she said something along the lines of, y'all just mad because he didn't found a way to tap into the white dollar. They do the same thing to us, so why not do it to them? Yada yada yada. I'm like, man, shut up talking to me about that, man. I don't care anything about getting white folks money. Like, if I wanted to do, that's not really hard to do. We see it up, man. Nelly makes country music right now. Nelly doesn't even make music for black people. Nelly makes music. He makes country music, fam. He makes music specifically, goodness gracious, specifically for the white crowd. That's what Nelly has done. That's what Nelly does. Y'all ain't talking about how genius this dude is, but he makes music specifically for the white audience. It ain't hard to do that. Even when you make rap music, white people are fascinated with our music on the low. They love rap music. They love rap music. You'll be surprised when you go look at the phones of these white teenagers. Man, they got all the rap, they got all the drill music downloaded to their phone. They got all the Chief Keef downloaded to their phone. So I don't have to tap into the white market by directing my message to them. They fascinated with the black culture. White people are fascinated with the black culture. So I don't have to direct my message to white people to get white people to fool with what I'm saying. White people are so fascinated with what we do. They teenage sons got all the drill music downloaded, got all the black artists on the phone. These older white men on the low, they done read all the black books. They done read the autobiography of Malcolm X. They done read some Elijah Muhammad books. They fascinated with what we got to say. Come on now. They fascinated. On the low. They'll never publicly admit this, but on the low, they fascinated. They fascinated, so I don't have to really go out of my way to get their attention like that. And that's a fact. But just because somebody then created this marketing plan and their target audience now has shifted to white folks doesn't mean, oh, they're a genius, and the black person that's choosing to target black people is not a genius. And that's how she came off with that statement. And I ain't like that. Because I'm like, man, my businesses are doing very well, and I have one white client. I have all black support predominantly, and I'm doing very well, and I wouldn't change that for the world. I'm not going to shift my message to be white friendly. Now, again, this ain't got nothing to do with Kanye's antics. It has everything to do with what this chick said. So, again, somebody going to hear what I'm talking about. Oh, well, Kanye mean that. Kanye mean this. We not talking about Kanye. We talking about what the chick said to me. The comment she said about me basically being upset because he tapping into the white audience and the white crowd and getting the white people to love him. While I'm not, apparently. Nah, never that. Never that. A person that's saying that truly don't know me. Listen, white people not supporting things that I do does not hurt my feelings. I am never going to wake up and say to myself, what can I do to cross over to the white audience? No. It's just, nah, I'm not cut that way. I'm not about to go out of my way to do something to generate that type of attention to myself. If anything, I'm going to say something that's going to make them mad. That's it. That's all. That's all I got for you. If anything, I'm going to put out something that's going to make them upset. I'm not about to go out of my way to see if I can get them on my side. See if I can take their money. I'm cool on that. I'd rather have the money circulate within the black community. That's what I want my people to spend their money with me, and then I spend it right back to them. That's what I like. Because Muzz is acting like, oh, they taking these white folks' money. They do the same thing to us. They acting like dudes is taking white folks' money and then spending it on the black community. That's not what's happening, fam. If somebody is taking the white folks' money and then giving it right back to the white folks by buying things within their corporations, that's not doing us any favor. But if I'm training black people, meaning they spending their money with me, and then I go support a black business, that's benefiting us. That's benefiting us big time. That's very beneficial. If I train it's very beneficial because I'm training a black person. I'm helping them improve their health. So they're spending money with me. Then I go say, oh, this brother got a book. Let me go spend this money that this black person spent with me on another black person. And then they do the same thing. Like, that's beneficial. That's group economics. That's the type of stuff that I preach or teach. That's what I'm on. I don't care about taking their money. No. Like, I don't care about that at all. That's not my strategy. I want to give my people money so I can reinvest it in the community, and show them that we need to continue to spend our money with each other. That's what I'm on. That's a genius to me. LG for sure. Javon, and shout out to Professor Griff, man. Back in the day, I stayed watching Professor Griff, man. I got a few of his books behind me, but shout out to Professor Griff, man. But that's a fact, man. People don't have integrity, a backbone, just nothing. Stand for nothing out here, man. And that's just what it is. TZ, shout out to Claude Anderson. I got all Claude Anderson books. Powernomics is one of the greatest books known to man in regards to this particular subject matter. Every black person needs to read that. Every black person needs to read Powernomics by Claude Anderson, for sure. Dread Mike, there you go. Matter of fact, I got a Claude Anderson book right here. More Dirty Little Secrets. I think this volume 2. I got both volumes, man. But I got Claude Anderson right behind me. Gilly WDB, peace, what's happening? So again, it is what it is, man. Hey, stop worshiping the ground these celebrities walk on, man. Acting like they can't do no wrong. Don't worship the ground anybody walk on. I ain't worshiping the ground anybody walk on, man. Everybody is subject to error and correction. Everybody. Me, you, Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? All of them, you know, Kanye, whoever your favorite rapper is, they all subject to error and correction. Nobody is above that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So anybody that starts to act like that, man, you brainwashed, man. You sleep, you need to wake up real quick. I don't view anybody like that. I don't view anybody like everything they say is 100% and I'm riding with it. There's not one person that I view like that, and I never will view anybody like that. I don't even view myself like that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't view myself like that, fam. So let alone I'm about to view another person like that. Nah, we not rocking and rolling like that. If you saying something that's questionable, I'm gonna call that out. Dread Mike, yes sir, I got that. Black Labor, White Wealth, I got it somewhere behind me. Or it might be in front of me, wherever that book. Matter of fact, here it is right here. Speaking of that book, here it is right here. Black Labor, White Wealth. Another Claude Anderson joint. Wow. Got all Claude Anderson joints. But yep, for sure. Got highlights and everything in this joint. Read this book some years ago. You know, this book right and exact. Everything Claude Anderson put out to me is right and exact. Everything, I fooled Claude Anderson heavy. Like I say, back in the day, was watching a lot of his stuff on YouTube, reading a lot of his books. Tapped in, you know. Carbon Thought. Man, I actually forgot where I don't even, because I usually sometimes get the stuff off Amazon, which I'm sure you can find it. But I don't even remember where I got this copy from, man. I don't think I got it from Amazon. I might have got this from a black joint. Like a black bookstore or something. I might have got it from there. I can't remember because this was back in the day. Mikey, you say, how do you feel about Elon Musk having so much wealth in the world? Man, listen. I don't, you know, they taking advantage of a world that was designed for them to have this type of wealth. We gotta not only equal the playing field, but we gotta surpass them, man. We gotta surpass them, fam. Like that's all I'm on, man. We got like Elon Musk and Warren Buffett, like all of these cats on that type of vibe. We gotta surpass them on a righteous level. You know what I'm saying? Just on a righteous level, man. On a righteous level. That's what it's about. Like I'm like some people that be going under the radar in the black community that I rock with that be making power moves. Chameleonaire. You know what I'm saying? Chameleonaire is one of them dudes that entered the tech world and just sitting back generating that wealth on a low-key level. Like that's the type of person that I monitor. A chameleonaire, man. I'm monitoring the move he's making. Hey, Nipsey, right before he passed, he was entering the tech space and things like that, man. He was about to make some power moves in regards to that type of stuff, man. He was into that. Chris, for sure. For sure, we get more little spots around here. More vegan spots. But yeah, Chameleonaire is my dude, and that dude is on some low-key generating wealth vibes, you know, and I rock with it. You know, those the people that I rock with, man. Staying low key, out of the way, not messy with it, and they still generating that revenue, still generating that wealth. It goes to show you that you can do it that way. You know what I'm saying? It goes to show you that you ain't gotta be no loud mouth, center of attention type dude to generate wealth, man. You just gotta be wise out here and make the right moves. Chameleonaire be one of them dudes. If he did something right now, if Chameleonaire did something right now to generate some attention, Chameleonaire be one of them dudes that I'm talking about. Y'all will start saying, "Oh, this dude clout chasing. He trying to stay relevant." Y'all would say that about Chameleonaire. People would say that about dude. Chameleonaire don't need to stay relevant. He good. But if he did something right now that generated attention, y'all would be like, "Oh, Chameleonaire trying to stay relevant. He trying to get relevant again. He clout chasing. He must be broke." Chameleonaire ain't broke. TZ for sure. There we go. That website. That might have been where I got the joint. Couldn't even remember. You know, so hey, we on some low key out the way generating wealth vibes. Like that's how it's supposed to go. Don't want no parts of it. They got y'all believing that nonsense. All publicity is good publicity. Nope. That's how they got y'all, fam. They got y'all believing that BS, man. They got y'all believing that BS in this culture that we in. All publicity is good publicity. No, like I said, I'm a man of reputation. Reputation is everything to me. So I don't want all publicity. So I'm not about to just go do any and everything simply because it's publicity and I'm gonna get some attention. I ain't doing that. Like I had a problem with that dude back in the day, Lil B. He talking about he coming out with stuff, "I'm gay." And little stuff like that, man. I was like, nah, fam. See, that's when you taking it too far from me. That's when you start taking stuff too far from me, man. You in the song calling yourself a pretty, like, nah, man. Call yourself pretty and talking about coming out with albums called "I'm Gay." Like it's obvious what you doing, fam. All publicity, good publicity. It's hard to come back from that. You know, when you come out on the scene calling yourself gay, not calling yourself gay, but coming out with albums saying "I'm gay," knowing you're not. And calling yourself pretty and a pretty bee and all these songs and whatnot, man, it ain't no coming back from that. Once the hype dies down, that's how we gonna view you for the rest of your life. I don't care what his intentions were. Like he messed me up with that. His reputation was destroyed with me when he came out like that, man. I don't care nothing about that after that, man. Don't do none of that for attention. That's almost like a dude putting on a dress for some attention. Nah, we good, we cool on that. He put on that dress. He wanted to all publicity is good publicity. He put on a dress. He knew y'all was gonna talk about him. That's dead, man. You ain't gotta put on no dress to start a conversation. I don't respect you. And you done put on this dress for attention, and so that messed up your reputation. Cause now I'ma always have that in the back of my mind. You was dude that put on the dress. You was dude that came out with the album "I'm Gay." You was the dude calling yourself pretty in all these in these videos and these songs. Like, I'm going to remember that. I remember that. Like, your reputation, that's going to be your reputation for me. And it's going to take a lot for you to be able to reverse that. You know, for sure. Like, like, that ain't, like, we can't be on that. We can't be on that, man. We gotta understand that the science of reputation. And why they say guard that joint with your life, man. So be mindful of what you do. Somewhere down the line, like black people done lost that. Again, that's that integrity that we talking about. Javon, Black Lives Matter is trash. White Lives Matter is trash. Asian Lives Matter, trash. All of that is trash. I don't fool with none of that. NAACP is trash. All of these organizations, man, have been infiltrated and they trash. Urban League, trash. Man, I done had people try to recruit me to the NAACP, man. Due to knowledge to the origins of the NAACP, garbage, man. I ain't rocking with nothing like that. Bunch of Sambos in those organizations. And I know some personally. Bunch of Sambos in these organizations. I never rock with any of that. Watered down Sambos, goody two-shoe black dude, token black dudes in these organizations. Trying to act like they really for the people out here. Get out of my face with it. I done had some experiences with people from like urban leagues and NAACP. I don't rock with them. Oh, sellout dudes, man. I do not rock with them. I do not rock with any of these movements and any of these organizations, for sure. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. But especially on the Black Lives Matter and NAACP and Urban League note, because I know some things personally in that regards. I done had some personal situations there. I ain't with it. Muggs and tried to get me to get down with a few of those causes. And I'm like, nope. Nope. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to politely reject them. Man, I ain't getting down with that, man. Y'all really ain't. Y'all talking about y'all trying to connect with the youth. No, y'all not. I've been there, done that, man. I done had some conversations with these dudes, man. I know some sellout folk. I know some black men in these organizations that said some of the wrong things to the black youth. I didn't been a part of that, fam. I done been a part of that. You know what I'm saying? You didn't basically shitted on my dreams and aspirations, and then now you turn around NAACP this, Urban League that. Nah, man, I don't trust y'all. I don't trust y'all. I done had them conversations. I done had those experiences, and I'm good. I'm good with all that. I'm good with all that, man. All of that is some BS and trash if you ask me, to keep it real. I ain't even gonna front, you know. They done been infiltrated. They got, you do the knowledge of the origins of them. It ain't as black as you think, you know. So I'm good. I'm cool. I'm cool on all that. But y'all, man, with that being said, man, I done went past my time. Man. We could get deeper into this information, into this particular topic. But I'm gonna go ahead and hold off because I don't want to lose track of time, as I tend to do, and be running late up out of here, you know. So I gotta make my moves, man, and get back up to this gym, finish off these clients, man. So I appreciate y'all tapping in. But I'm gonna let y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Wednesday, man. It's always love. Y'all be easy, man. Y'all stay positive, peaceful, stay black, stay original, stay authentic. Hey, stay godly, stay righteous, all that type of stuff, man. I'm out though. Y'all be easy. Peace.